Today we're planting garlic, but first we gotta grab some Brussels sprouts for Scranton Market. Dad's going through with the big cutters and clipping the Brussels sprouts off right at the base. Then Mom's going through and cutting out the tops of the next row of Brussels sprouts so that it puts all the nutrients now into the upper Brussels sprouts, which are smaller, instead of putting the nutrients into the bottom ones, which are already a good size.
I saw. These are neat. They're like self-pruning.
And then once we get enough cut, we'll go through and pull the leaves off. We don't take the actual Brussels sprouts off the stalk. We sell them just like that, and the customers can do what they want with them. So it's just about lunchtime. I'm here at the garlic field now. Marcus is down there weed whacking, and Francisco and Eric are over in the greenhouses cleaning them up, but they're just about done with that job. And so as soon as Mom gets back from the market, Dad, myself, and her are gonna start planting. As you've seen before, the guys got all the garlic peeled apart. This is all of their toes. Some of you guys were making fun of me saying it should be called cloves. I've always heard toes. I guess it just depends where you're from. Something's on Dacey's head. It was on my arm. That was a fly. Get that fly, Dace. Yeah. And so we're about to start planting. This tractor is not ours. Every year we borrow our cousins because none of our tractors are small enough or go slow enough to do this job. I guess small enough really ain't the word. It's more slow enough because our tractors will fit through these rows. And so his old tractor that we used to borrow kind of just died. And now he got this brand new, or just about brand new one. I don't know what year it is. I don't know if he got it brand new, but it's very close to new. And it's a Case International. It's beautiful. And I think so far I love everything about it. And the reason we don't buy our own is because we literally use or borrow his tractor twice a year. Once for this and once for onions. And then we don't need it for the rest of the year because it would be too small for anything else we want to do. Maybe eventually if we got a good deal on something like that, we would take that company up on it, but as of right now it doesn't seem worth it. You know, we have other things that are more important to buy, like a bigger tractor. That way we can get more work done faster. And so this is our planter, which you've seen us use, you know, in the springtime, getting everything in the ground. Here is the shoe, which that's going to go down into the ground. It's going to make a space for you to plant the garlic, and then it's going to close back up back through there. My job is going to be on the tractor trying to make the row as straight as possible. Mom and Dad's job will be putting the garlic into the ground. And we're gonna creep extremely slow because we're gonna be planting garlic every 6 inches. If you don't know what 6 inches is, it's like from the end of my hand to the tip of my thumb right there. And so that's moving pretty good. You can't mess up. You gotta make sure every toe of garlic is straight down with the root side in the ground. And I'll show you that right here. So like I was saying, this is your toe or your clove. Usually there's 4 to 7 in a bulb. This is your root end. You're gonna put this side in the ground, and I'll actually come over here and I'll show you manually instead of with the planter. It's gonna make a hole about that deep right there, maybe a little bit deeper, just like that. And now it's gonna cover it just like that. You only want like 1 inch or 2 of dirt over top of that garlic. Like that's just about perfect. If you have too much, it might not grow. And if you have not enough, it's gonna obviously be sticking out of the ground, and that's not good either. After this whole field gets planted, we'll go over it with straw and we'll cover the whole thing. Suppresses weeds, keeps it from getting too warm too fast and starting to sprout out of the ground. And then if everything works properly, in the springtime, you should have a green sprout coming out. Eventually it'll get to like 2 foot tall, your scape will come out. You'll cut that scape off, which is sucking nutrients from that plant. And then when that stem starts to dry out, you're ready to harvest. We just finished our 6th row of garlic. I didn't video anything yet because we were working out all the kinks with that new tractor. The tractor is great, works awesome. The problem with it is that it's got a little bit wider stance than the other tractor. So I can't cheat up or down when we get on a little bit of a side hill. So when the planter starts to fall, I get out of the row and there's nothing I can really do about it unless I take the tractor and drive on the previous row that's already planted. And so we learned that we never had a tractor with 4-wheel. So we learned that when we put it in 4-wheel, the tractor's back end wouldn't swing down, pulling the planter down. So now that really helped. We just did that on row 5 or row 6, I don't know which one it was. Anyway, so we also decided that running, like, we didn't want to run on the garlic whatsoever at all under any circumstances, but now we're kind of deciding that because it's so dry and so powdery, it's not like we're really packing that garlic in if we have to drive on it a little bit. So we're not only driving on it a little bit, but also we have it in 4-wheel, so that's all helping out a lot. Now I can show you in slow-mo, close up, exactly the whole process.
molded to these seats by now.
Hi, girl. Come here. Come here. Hello. Come here. Sit. Hey, sit. 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 Good. Good girl. Is this you good? I know. Oh, I think I just poked you in the eye. I'm sorry. I know. Hi, girl. You're crazy. Crazy girl. Crazy girl. Oh, crazy. Crazy girls. Get her. Get her, Day. Get her, Day. Get her. All right. No. Okay.
So we just finished up. This is the smallest amount of garlic we've planted probably in the last 3 years. We did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rows all together. It's still, I would say, just around 10,000, maybe a little bit under, but we hate to have the extra. We have 10 extra baskets in our barn right now. We're gonna try and sell it as long as possible. And I think we'll get very close, but we don't wanna have to try and push as hard as we can to sell it and to sell it cheaper. We'd rather just run out early, or not early, but run out around the right time and just be done with it. So we're gonna plant less this year and see what happens. If we run out early, well then we do, and next year we'll plant a little bit more, but we're gonna let it be now. It is extremely dry. Everything is like powder, which is fine, I guess. It's not gonna hurt the garlic none, but I wanted to find a row if I can, and I'll show you. So this is the row right here, and right there, like I was saying, about 1 or 2 inches deep, that's the tip of the toe, and you can see how it's facing straight up, which is exactly what you want. And then I should be able to dig. Yep, right here's another one. I should be able to dig, and somewhere right here, yep, there's another one that could have been a little bit sideways, I don't know. And that's what you want right there. I'll cover them back up. Now next step will be covering this with straw, which could be a couple weeks from now yet, I don't know.